morning, everyone. I'm so glad that you all are able to come. Thank you for being very flexible this week because last weekend we were in Lee Correctional, so the whole day went by. And so that's why we wanted to switch over today to, and this year we're going to do this like at least two or three more times. We're going to switch over from the second Saturday to the third Saturday. But thanks for being flexible and being here today. With that said, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Liz and her teaching.
Well, greetings, Proverbs 226. I hope that you are doing well this month. It is just such an honor to be able to continue to participate with Proverbs 226. I am so thankful to Cyril and the team, and I am so thankful to each one of you for choosing to show up and choosing to be part of this and choosing to enrich your life, to put you on the right path to thriving and being successful. Sometimes in life, we can start feeling like we're all alone and there's no way out. And this actually is not a truth and it's not reality. It just feels like it is. And so it's important that when we feel that way, we feel we're all alone and there's no way out and we feel trapped, that we have the tools in our grasp, we have the tools in our hands to help us get out of that. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about two important things. One, the importance of talking this through when you're feeling this way and asking for help when needs be, but then also the importance of our vocabulary, because that can make or break a situation. That can help us find the road to getting out of feeling this way quicker, or it can actually send us on a path that causes more confusion and delay to the situation. So first, let's talk about when it's important to talk to people, to ask for help. And in that, remembering the who you talk to is also important. If my child, if my son is struggling with things that are happening at school with his peer group, it's probably not the best for him to go talk it through with his peer group to begin with, because it's already a situation that's happening. What would be better is for him to talk to a teacher or come and talk to myself or his dad or maybe one of his other mentors to help him see from an outside perspective. So let's talk about some of these scenarios that when you might realize, you know what, I need some wisdom in this situation. I need someone from an outside perspective to help me see through and know what to do. So here's some scenarios. Maybe in the chat, I'm going to say this, and Cyril, you can go ahead and check in to see whether people are showing a thumbs up or a thumbs down, or maybe you just, depending on what device you're on right now, you could put a Y for yes or an N for no. The yes is yes, I should be asking for help. I should be talking to someone. The no is no, I can take care of this myself. Here's a scenario. You are overwhelmed with a school assignment. Yes, ask for help. Oh, I can figure it out. Next one. A friend has asked you to do something you think is wrong. Now, some of you might be like, nope, I don't need any help. I'm just going to say no and walk away. Some of you might say, oh, but I don't want to hurt their feelings and I really care about them. I don't know what to do here. Yes, you need to ask for help. You need to talk to a grown-up. You need to talk to a mentor of how you should say no to them, how you can get through that situation. The next one is you can't find the remote control. Yes, ask for help. Ask who had it last. Nope, I'm just going to get frustrated and throw things and get all mad and stomp around. Ask for help. Nope, I can sort it out myself. You are feeling bullied at school. You are being bullied at school or at your job or in the community. Ask for help. No, I'm just going to sort it out myself. Take matters into my own hands. Just push it down and it doesn't bother me. On that one, I'm just going to put my 2 cents in, talk to someone, ask for help. Because if you are being bullied, if people are treating you wrong and you just keep pressing it down, eventually that's going to come out. And so if those things are happening to you or you're witnessing them, it doesn't just disappear. It has to go somewhere, and our body keeps the score. So I would encourage you, if you're in that situation or witnessing that situation, to make sure you talk to a trusted mentor, someone who's going to direct you with wisdom, direct you to the Lord, direct you on the right path. Okay, another scenario. Your parents are always fighting, or the grown-ups in your life are always fighting. Ignore it or talk to someone, ask for help. What do you think? How about when you can't find your cell phone? Ask for help. Or maybe you don't want to ask for help. You don't want your parents to know that you don't know where it is. I vote the sooner you ask for help, might be good. Okay, another scenario. You can't find something in a store. Maybe you just don't ask for help and you walk out and you leave without the tissue box that you really need, or ask for help. Don't ask for help. What are you going to do? You don't understand what your teacher said. Ask for help. Maybe later on, after class is done, ask the person next to you, or go and ask your teacher. You think your friend may have an eating disorder, or maybe you think your friend is caught up in some dangerous things online, or maybe you think your friend is caught up with dangerous people in the community. Ask for help. Don't ask for help. Do you know, something that I tell my sons is anytime someone says, don't tell your mom or don't tell anyone, what that means is tell your mom or tell a trusted adult in your life. And one that you can trust isn't going to overreact and freak out, but one that you can trust that is going to walk you through the situation with wisdom. And grown-ups that are watching, volunteers and mentors that are on this, I want to encourage you, when someone does come to you, to respond with self-control and wisdom so that you don't make the situation worse than it needs to be. You need to be that trusted person that can help them walk through a situation with self-control and wisdom. Okay, how about if the person you have been seeing ends up being abusive and controlling and threatening you? Ask for help. You can handle it on your own. What do you think? How about when life is getting overwhelming and you're feeling confused and everything is swirling around you and you don't know what to do? You feel trapped and that there's no way out? Ask someone for help or just sit there and sink. I'm pretty sure you know the answer. There are amazing people connected with Proverbs 2:26 that you can trust and can help you through it. I'm sure that there are also people in your community, but if you feel all alone, reach out because we are here for you. So that's part one, when we need to talk, when we need to ask for help. That's just a few scenarios. The second part is our words matter. Our vocabulary matters. Our society today has a really bad habit of using inflammatory words that provoke a reaction. Instead of just sharing the situation and letting people choose how they want to react, our culture tends to use these really strong words that almost incite a reaction. So like if you're in a situation and you feel there's an increase of frustration and you're starting to really get annoyed with the situation, but you tend to use the word, I'm angry, I'm so mad. There's a difference between being frustrated and annoyed and being angry. And there's a different then response that someone will take depending on whether you say, I'm really frustrated about this situation, or I'm so angry about this. And depending on the word that you give will depend on how a person responds to you and is able to help you through it. It's like this, if you show up at the emergency room and you start giving certain symptoms, if you say things about your heart and how you're feeling and certain symptoms, there's a protocol that no matter what, they have to follow from start to finish, or else they're liable for a lawsuit. And so depending on the words that we give, depends on the response and the protocol that follows. Like there's a difference between feeling overwhelmed and feeling depressed. Our culture uses that D word out of context all the time. I'm so depressed. And it's like, maybe you're not so depressed. Maybe you're overwhelmed and you're feeling heavy and you're tired and you need some encouragement. There's a difference here, and we need to weigh our words accordingly. So having this vocabulary is really important. There's a difference between feeling lonely and feeling abandoned and rejected. There's a difference between being in a relationship with someone who's argumentative and maybe self-absorbed. That's very different than someone who's a narcissist. Our society, our culture likes to use that word narcissist all the time, when you know what? Maybe they're not. Maybe they're just a little caught up in their own stuff all the time, and they might have narcissistic tendencies. But maybe we throw that word around a little too much, and it incites something. It becomes inflammatory language that provokes a reaction. And so as we're walking through this season, and really this is something we can use throughout our life, I want to encourage you to widen your vocabulary so that as you're talking and asking for help, you can use words that actually warrant a response that fits truly how you're feeling and what you're going through. So with that, I encourage you, no matter what you're going through, to surround yourself with good people, wise people, people who are going to encourage you, people who are going to help keep you on the right path and not pull you down and sink you down. So talk about things, share life with people, and move forward in what God has for you. And with that, this morning as I was reading his word, I was in Psalms 46, and it says, "Be still and know that I am God." So be encouraged, no matter what kind of chaos is going around you, to be still in the presence of the Lord and know that he is God. He goes before you. He hems you in from behind. He is your foundation and he is your covering. Have an amazing day. We'll see you next time.